What are the best JDM cars in GTA 5? That is the question I'm here to answer. The game has tons of Japanese cars available, and by weighing up multiple factors such as customization, looks, and performance, I've created a list of my top 10 picks for the best JDM cars in GTA 5. If you find this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out massively. And if you're interested in showing off your own builds at chill, organized car meets, join our Discord server linked in the description. We're nearly at 6,000 members and we'd love you guys to become a part of our community. On a quick note, this video will not include any next gen exclusive cars, and if there are any other recommendations for cars I didn't include in this video, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. With all of that out of the way, let's take a look at the whips. To start things off, we have the Anis Euros. Now this car is based off of the Nissan 350Z, and if you want one, it's going to cost you 1.8 mil on Legendary Motorsports or $1,350,000 at the trade price. Now this car is great because it has a lot of variety in its customization options, as it is a tuner's DLC vehicle, and it has a lot of very detailed upgrades and body mods. Performance wise, it's decent, you know, decent speed, decent handling, but nothing that you're going to be dominating in races with. If you're into drifting, it's also a pretty good car for that, so it's a decent pick all around. At the 9th spot, we have the Anis Elegy RH8. Now this car is massively underrated, and it is based off of the Nissan Skyline GTR, the R35. If you want to buy one, it is free if you have a social club account linked to your profile, or if you don't, it's going to set you back 95 grand. The reason this car should be looked at a little more than it is thanks to its great performance, as for such an old car, it is actually one of the fastest sports cars in the class. Obviously on next gen, it's not going to compete at all with any of the HSW cars, but for a slot who was still on PS4 and Xbox One, it's actually pretty decent. It'll surprise some of you lot, especially that top end speed. It also has great handling, and the only thing that I can really think of that sets it back is its limited customization options, but you can offset that with the fact that the car can be upgraded to the Elegy Retro Custom in the Benny's workshop. It's basically free, there's no reason not to cop one. Go ahead and try it out. Next up on the list, we have the Dinka Blister Kanjo. It's based off of the Honda Civic Type R, the EK9, and you can buy one for $580,000 on Southern San Andreas or for $435,000 with the trade price. Now I'm a massive fan of the Civic thanks to its great customization options. I went for a more of a Kanjizoku style build for this one, and it's actually pretty decent for its class as well, being the second fastest compact car in the game. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of its handling, especially when it's lowered, but for anyone looking for a new addition to the JDM garage, it's a solid choice. The Futo GTX is going to slide into 7th place for this list, setting you back $1,590,000 on San Andreas or 1.19 mil with the trade price. Now it's based on the iconic Toyota Corolla A86, the Sprinter Trueno, and it is a great car to pick up. It has amazing customization options with tons of unique body mods and liveries to make it a very good looking and very customizable car. Performance wise, it's definitely not the fastest thing out there, but it's got pretty good handling, and for any of you who want to live out those initial D dreams, yes, this car is actually pretty sick at drifting as well. At the number 6 spot, we've got a returning car from GTA San Andreas. It is the Anis ZR350. This car is looking better than ever, and it is based on the Mazda RX-7 FD. If you want one, it's going to set you back around $1,600,000 on Legendary Motorsports or around 1.2 mil with the trade price. Performance wise, it's nothing too special, it's pretty average, and it does have pretty twitchy handling, which can make it a little bit harder to control. But as with most cars on this list, it has a ton of customization options available, so it will satisfy your tuner itch. And in my opinion, that makes it a solid addition to any JDM collection. To understand the extent of what I mean with these tuners DLC cars especially, look at the engine bay here. Almost all of the parts in there are fully customizable, lots of unique body modifications for half of these cars. They are just super well done, a lot of detail, and honestly a great pick. Based on the Nissan Silvia S13, we've got the Anis Remus coming in here at the number 5 spot. You can buy this car for about $1,370,000 on the Southern San Andreas website or for about $1 million with the trade price. Like most tuners cars, it has amazing customization options. There are so many things that you can tune on this thing, and as well as its great styling and its modifications, it has pretty good handling, decent performance, and if you're into drifting, it is incredibly good for drifting as well. For my next pick, we have got the Kirin Sultan RS, which is coming in for about $975,000, and that's the price for the Benny's conversion, as you need to get the original Sultan for $12,000 and then upgrade it at the Benny's workshop. Now this is another great choice for anyone trying to expand their JDM collection. It's based on the Toyota Altezza or the Lexus IS300, depends where you live, and it is a very good looking car with tons of great customization options available. Being a Benny's car, there are tons of different options that you can pick, all sorts of body mods, maybe not as expensive as some of the Tuners DLC cars, but it's pretty good. Very good looking, and it has great fitment when you use the stance trick on it, making it a great pick for meets. If you're going to be using this thing for performance driving as well, it has very good acceleration and pretty good handling as well. Overall, a very solid pick, and I'd highly recommend it. In third place, we've got the Kirin Coleco GTF, an all-wheel drive powerhouse that is based on the rally legend that is the Toyota Celica GT4. You can buy one of these for around $1,995,000 on Southern San Andreas, or with the trade price, it'll set you back just shy of $1.5 million. Now this car, like many others on this list, has a ton of great customization options available. I know you're probably sick of hearing me say this, but honestly, the level of detail and the range of body mods available for cars from the Tuners DLC and any of the Benny's cars are honestly unparalleled. It is immense. On top of those customization options though, this car has very good performance. It has great acceleration and a very good speed going for it, but the only issue it has is it does understeer quite badly in the corners, so it's better used for really an off-road setup in my opinion. Another personal quirk I really like about the car is its startup sound, and I just think it adds a nice touch to it. For the number 2 spot, I've paired both of these cars together as they are both so similar, and those are the Sultan Classic and the Sultan RS Classic. Both will set you back around $1.7 million on Southern San Andreas, with the Sultan RS Classic costing just shy of $1.4 million if you unlock the trade price. Between the two of them, they're incredibly similar, having decent, albeit almost identical customization options and very good performance, especially in the acceleration department. In my opinion, the Sultan Classic has slightly better handling, and the Sultan RS Classic has a little bit more speed and customization options, being a Tuners DLC car. Both are very good picks and welcome addition to any JDM garage. On a quick note, before we touch on the number 1 car, if you haven't already, join our Discord server down below. We host car meets every single day and have support for all platforms. We're so close to 6,000 members, and we'd love to have you become a part of our awesome community. As well as that, the Jester Classic is not going to be included on this list due to its speed glitch. It is a decent car, but this is not how the car is intended to act, and it will likely be patched in the coming weeks or months, and I didn't feel it would be worth including, as this isn't going to be representative of how it will handle later down the line. That's all I've got to say. Let's get into the number 1 car. Now at the number 1 spot, you guys probably expected this. It's the Anis Elegy Retro Custom. You can pick one up by buying the Elegy RH8 and then upgrading it for $904,000 at the Benny's workshop. Yes, the car, maybe it's a little bit overrated, but it's for good reason. The car has brilliant customization options thanks to its Benny's conversion, making it very easy to create all sorts of builds with it. It also has very good styling thanks to its inspiration from the timeless Nissan Skyline R32, and has decent performance and handling for its class. I've got about 10 builds of it myself, 10 different styles, and it's always a welcome addition to a JDM car meet. Now that is going to be it for this list. Now if you want to see an awesome JDM car meet for yourself, click this video here to see one of our past JDM car meets, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below. Thank you all very much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.